All right. So good evening, Avanish, and good evening, Navneet. Yeah. So today we're going to see some questions from the chapter decimals. All right. Okay. So this is your first question. Which of the following is true? So you have 4 options there. So write down the question first. All of you, both of you, write down the question in your book, and we'll see how to answer this neatly. Ready, Avanish? Yeah. So in the on that side, write the date. Write today's date. Not there, then. Right here. Here, write the date. What's today? 21st. 21, 2. Yeah. Name of the chapter, decimals. Decimals. All right. Yeah. And give the heading MCQs, or you can write it fully, multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions or MCQs. Q and a small s. Q and a small s next to it. MCQs. MCQs. Ready? Yeah. Write down the question first. With the options, with all the 4 options. All right. Now, we'll discuss the concepts based on the question. Okay, so we'll not come from the beginning. Now we are towards the end of the year, right? Now I cannot give you a detailed introduction to this chapter decimals. You've already learned it in school. Now what I'll be explaining is whatever is relevant to this question. Whatever is relevant, whatever part of decimals is relevant to this question, I'll explain that. Okay, see the first option. Okay, 0.73 less than 0.75. Now, tell me, are these 2 decimals like decimals or not? They are like decimals. Okay, are they like decimals? Why do you think they are like decimals? Because? Okay, so like decimals, when do you call decimals like decimals? When they have the same number of digits after the decimal point. How many? Not before the decimal point. Forget, you don't have to see the number of digits before the decimal point. See the digits after the decimal point. So see, this is the decimal point. 1, 2 digits. So here also 1, 2 digits. So both the decimals have the same number of digits after the decimal point. So they are called like decimals. They're called like decimals. Suppose look at these 2 decimals, 0.52. and 0.9863. Now, these two are unlike decimals. They are unlike decimals because they do not have the same number of digits after the decimal point. So, because this decimal number has 2 digits, 2 digits after the decimal point. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 digits after the decimal point. So now, if they're not like decimals, you'll have to first make to compare two decimals. You have to first make them like decimals and then compare. See, how do you compare decimals? You can compare decimals only when they are like decimals. If they are unlike, you cannot compare them. If they are unlike, you make them like. You make them like and then you compare. So in order to compare these two, if you have to compare 0.52 and 0.9863, you first make them like decimals. So you must write 0.52 as 0.5200. So now 4 digits after the decimal point. And this one also has 4 digits after the decimal point, correct? Yeah. Now read this number, 5,200. Read this number, 9,863. Or you can just compare the first digit, 5, 9. So 9 is greater. So that means this decimal is greater. It's enough. You can just compare the first digits. If you cannot, supposing the first digits are the same. Now, for example, 9986 and 0.9917. They are like decimals. Okay, they are like decimals. Compare 9. So again, 9. 8, 1. So which is big? This one is big, correct? This is big. So to compare, so register this. To compare two decimals, they have to be like decimals. If they are not like decimals, use zeros. Use zeros and make them like decimals. No, see, you cannot say it's the smallest decimal. Now, for example, see here, if I have 0.92 and 0.1345, 6. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits after the decimal point. Here, 1, 2. So how many zeros to add? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros to add. Now compare. 9, 1. So clearly this is bigger. Yes. It's bigger, that's all. Yeah. Okay, fine. Do we understand that? Okay. So now look at the first option. 0.73, 0.75. 0.73 and 0.7. They are like decimals. So you can compare. Now compare. 7, 7. 3, 5. Is this correct now? This is correct. Okay, so this one. So which of the following is true? This is true. This is true. But sometimes more than one option also can be true. So you have to check. You can't just say, okay, this is the correct option and go to the next one. Sometimes more than one may be true. So you have to check the second one. So for that, you will have to divide. You will have to divide. So how do you divide? What is given? 0.77 is equal to 6 by 11. Okay, is equal to. So you'll have to check if they're equal. So divide. The numerator will be the dividend. The denominator is the divisor. The numerator will come inside, meaning that will be the dividend. The denominator is the divisor. Okay, now divide. It's not possible. So you know the 0 point and add a 0 here, correct? Yeah. 11, 5s are 55. Then what's the remainder? 5 is a remainder. You can add 1 0, no? You can add a 0. Yes or no? You can add a 0. Again, 11 4s are 44. 6 is the remainder. Now we'll stop here because here we have only 2 digits, 7, 7. So 5, 4, 2 digits are enough to compare. Yeah, because this one has only 2 digits, no? 0.77. So what is 6 by 11? This is 0.54. 6 by 11 is 0.54. Now, actually, the division has not come to an end. The division has not come to an end. Okay, the division has not come to an end. But why did we stop the division? Because we just need 2 digits after the decimal point. Okay, so now you understand the division. We'll do this. Supposing you don't understand this division, we'll do this division in a different class. Okay, now this is how we divide 6 by 11. So now what is 6 by 11? 0.54. We understand? Yeah. Do we understand? 6 by 11 you should divide. and it is 0.54. We won't continue the division. Why? Because 2 digits we got, that's enough. So now 0.77 is equal to 0.54. No. 0.77 is equal to 0.54. No. So this is false. This is not true. This is false. This is false. Now let's check this one. I'll tell you a different way to check this. Okay. Now look at that 9 by 25. What is the denominator? 25. 25. Can you bring 25 to 100? Can you bring 25 to 100? 25. What is 25 ones are? 25. 25 twos are? 50. 25 threes are? 75. 25 fours are? 100. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll multiply. We have seen in third, fourth standard, no? 9 by 25 into 4 by 4. Multiply the new, okay, maybe you've written, you write like this. Okay, see here. 9 by 25 into 4 into 4. So that will be 36 by 100. So that's nothing but, what is 36 by 100 as a decimal? 36 by 100 as a decimal. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 2 zeros. 0. No. Okay. How many digits are there in the denominator? 0.36. How many digits are there in the denominators? How many zeros are there in the denominator? 2. That means after the decimal point, there should be 2 digits. After the decimal point, there should be 2 digits. Okay. So now there are already 2 digits, 3 and 6. So it will be 0.36. See, 2 digits after the decimal points. So 0.36. So now, so what is this? This one is 0.36. Even if you divide, you will get the same answer. Even if you divide 9 by 25, you'll get the same answer. But this is easier. This is faster. Yeah. What should you do? Multiply and divide by 4. 9 into 4, 25 into 4 is 36 by 100, which is 0.36. All right. Okay, now compare. 0.36, you should write it as 0.360 because there are 3 digits here, so 3 digits here. 9 is greater. This is greater because see a 3, 3, 5, 6. So this is greater. So this is also wrong. This is also wrong. Now let's do this one. 1 by 12. How do you divide 1 by 12? Tell me, let me ask Avnish first. You start the division, Avnish. One divided by 12. So say 0 point. Now you can add 1 0. You can add 1 0. Now 12 zeros are, maybe you have not learned in school like this, but you learn it now. This is easy to do. Okay, this is easy. Now see here, 1 minute. See here. 1 divided by 12. Okay, so this number is very small. It's less than 12. So we start with 0 point and we add a 0 here. We add a 0 here. Okay, now 12 zeros are 0 because 12 ones are 12 is big. It's greater than 10. So 12 zeros are 0. Now what's the remainder? 10 is a remainder. Now after the remainder, no, you can add 1 free 0. Every step you can add 1 free 0. Only 1. If you want another, okay, 1 free 0 you can add. You understand? Every step, get the remainder. Get the remainder. Then you can add 1 free 0. So that means now 10 is a remainder, no? 1 0, 1 free 0 you can add. Okay. Now 12, how many times? Yeah. What is 12 fours? Both of you do it behind your book. Use a pencil for all this. For all this rough calculation, use a pencil. Okay, 12 8s are 96. Okay, so 12 8s are 96. So all of you know the tables. Okay, so 12 8s are 96. What's the remainder? 4 is a remainder. Okay, now this is enough. Why? Because there we have 0.09. See, division you can keep doing. Division you can keep doing. But it's enough. 0.09. Now this is 0.08. Is that true? Why no? Tell me, Avanish, what is 1 by 12? Don't get up. 0.08. What is 1 by 12? 0.08. Now compare 0, 0, 8, 9. So this is greater, but this is also wrong. Yeah, so only this is true. Do you understand? Yeah, now I'll write. You should take down what I am writing. Don't do it on your own. So you should write solution. In the margin, write solution. No, you must write like therefore. You can write it here. You're asking. Yeah, you. Which one are you talking about? D, yeah? Yeah. 0.08 is less than 0.09. One second, let me just finish it. So let me again explain. You understood, both of you? Okay, let's go to the next one then. Everything on the board should be in your book. They don't. So which is the correct answer or the correct option? A. Only this one is correct. You can circle that. In this, not in the, maybe you can, or okay, finally we'll say that A is the A. We'll finally write like this. I don't have place, so I'll write here. I'll if you write, okay, so A is the, or you can write A 0.73 less than 0.75 is the correct option. I mean, there is place there. No, why are you writing here? Go back there. All right. Yeah. So here we saw little of division, how to divide, and also we understood the term like decimals and also the term unlike decimals. So if two decimals have the same number of digits, when you count 2 digits, 3 digits, 4 digits, if they have the same number of digits after the decimal point, they are like decimals. If supposing one decimal has 2 digits after the decimal point, another decimal has 5 digits after the decimal point, they are unlike decimals, but you can make them like. Okay, so to that decimal which has 2 digits, add 3 zeros, then they'll become like decimals. Okay. This is the next question. 0.023 lies between. All right, now let me tell you how to do this. Let's understand. Okay, so there'll be a test where you have to think. Now we'll do it together. When it's a test, then you have to do it by yourself. So we'll learn how to understand this, how to, answer this. Okay. Now, 0.023 has how many digits after the decimal point? 3 digits. Okay, so now option A, you should understand like this. 0.200 and 0.300. Understand? Yeah. B, tell me. Option B, 0.02. 10. Very good. You're right. Louder. And 0.030. Correct. Then C option. No zeros, no? And D? 0.026 and 0.02. Oh, 0.26. Okay. Now what you have to do is simply read this number. How will you read? Forget the decimal point. How will you read this number? 200. See, first you should make sure that they're all like like decimals. See, now all the numbers are like decimals because in all the numbers in the given question and in the options also, all the decimals are like decimals. Only after doing this only you should, like do what I'm going to tell you now. What did we do first? We changed all the options. First, we changed all the options because in the options we have, okay, in the options, not all the decimals have 3 digits after the decimal point, correct? Because what's the question? 0.023. There are 3 digits after the decimal point. So in the options, we changed all the decimals to have 3 digits after the decimal point. That's the first step. Now read this number. What is it? How will you read this number? 023 is what? 23. 023 means 23, right? 23. This is nothing but 23. This is nothing but 23. What is this? 200. What is this? 300. Is 23 between 200 and 300? No, this is not right. Simply read this number. What is this? 20. 0. Don't see before the decimal point, after the decimal point. 030 is 30. Is 23 between 20 and 30? Yeah, it is between 20 and 30. We'll see the others also. Read this one. How will you read this one? 30, 30 and 29. 30, 23 is between 30 and 29. No, this is not the right option. What about the last one? 26, 24. Is 23. What is between 24 and 26? 24, 25, 26. 23 does not come between 24 and 26. So this one is also wrong. So this is the correct option. The correct option is C. Do you understand? So making them like decimals is very important. So you make them like decimals and simply read the number after the decimal point. Simply read it. It is 200, 200, 300, 300, 020, 20, 030, 30. Okay. Okay, I think you can write down the same thing. That's all it is. Write down whatever you see here. And the correct option is B. Please write down the question. Yes, tell me. Yeah, please write the question and this is the solution. Everything you see on the screen, whatever you see on the screen, you must write. There's no hurry, write it slowly and neatly. You're done? But see, it's not exactly what. See the difference between the way he is written and you have written. Was it everything from board and yeah, right on. And that cross which I've put there. Very good. Yeah, you can do it. Very good. So now what should you write here? B is the correct option. B, you should write like this, you should write. B is the correct option. Next time when I say you should write everything from the board, you should write everything from the board. See, it's not very neat. Can I say that? Or I shouldn't say that? Yeah. Both of you write solution here. Forgot to write. Both of you write solution here. Solution. All right. Go to the next one. Yes, I think this you can answer it. Yeah, you should also write that. Which one is the greatest? I'm sorry, B. Yeah, finish it, finish it. Ready, children? Yes. So this is, I think this is easy for you now. Don't announce the answer. I'll ask you. Write down the question. Identify the correct option and have it in your mind. I'll ask you, then you tell me. Ready? See your friend how he has written the options. Yeah, you must write something save space and you can finish the answer on the same page. So we pocket the solution, write solution and there itself you write the answer. All right, not pray, you should write in the horizontal view. Okay, fine. Now, yes, last Avinish, what do you think is the correct answer here? Which is the greatest? Option C. Okay. You? Option C. Okay, okay. Avinish, explain why that's the correct answer. What are the steps you did in your mind? See, you did something, you worked something in your mind, right? So tell me what all you did. Whatever mind work you did, share that with me. Very good. Okay, so A 0.182. Very good. And B is? Yeah, and C? Very good. Is he right? Yes, right? Yeah. Correct. So you should see this digit. Let me underline 1, 0, 2, 0. When do you compare like this? After making the digits, you should see they must be like decimals first, and then you should do this. Not before making them like decimals. You will think, why you do all that? Like that only we can compare. No, never do that. You might go wrong. First, make them like decimals and then compare. Compare the first digits. Underline that. Okay, so you're comparing 1, 0, 2, 0. So 2 is the greatest. Yeah, so C, 0.29 is the correct option. Is the correct option. Very good. You must write exactly this in your book. Have you underlined the digits? Oh, darling, see, that's what, see, Navneet, you have done it in the question itself. You have done that in the question itself. Please look into your friend's book. See, I have written, I've added the zeros. No, where have you added the zero? That is the question. Don't do anything to the question. Strike it out, do it again. Leave that. Strike the whole thing. Must not write it. Turn the page. Write down the question. And then the sum, exactly like it's on the board, I said. Exactly like it's on the board. You don't have to write MCQs every time. Yeah. So you will focus on. Okay, good. Next one. Convert 5201 grams into kilograms. Yeah. Write down the question, write down the options. How do we convert grams to kilograms? Do we multiply by 100 or, sorry, do we multiply by 1000 or divide by 1000? Multiply. Multiply. Divide by 1000. Think again, both of you. You're sure it is divide by 1000? Divide. Correct. You're right. Yes. No, you said multiply first. Okay. So when you're converting, how do you remember that? When you're converting? Okay. How do you remember that? Yes. Correct. That's how you remember. Yes. When you're converting a smaller unit to a larger unit, when you're converting a smaller unit to a larger unit, we divide. When you're converting a larger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply. Small to big, Divide. Big to small, multiply. Okay, and you know it's 1000. Okay, so how will you work this? Solution. 520. Yeah, right. 5201 grams is equal to, but listen to me first, children. Okay, is equal to, you should write like this. 5201 grams is, look at the board, is equal to, you should divide, right? 5201 by 1000. The minute you divide by 1000, it's converted to kilograms. The minute you divide by 1000, it's converted to kilograms. You must not write grams. So what is this equal to? 5.201. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 3. That means after the decimal point, 3 digits should be there. So it will be 5.201 kilograms. So that's the correct option. So B is the correct option. Write down fast. Very good. Yeah. You forgotten to write something. That last line. Very good. Small letter B, not capital B. Very good. B. 5.201 kgs is the correct option. All right. Next one. Okay. So now we'll have to use the place value chart. Okay. To answer this one, we'll have to use the place value chart. So let's write the place value chart. Decimal point, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. You know this. Here it will be decimal point, one, or you can, yeah, 1/10 or tens. Tens. Hundreds. Yeah. Thousands, right? Thousand, right? Thousand, and add THS. THS, thousands. Okay. All right. Now, what is 9 is in the ones place. And what is in the tens place? 30. That means 3 tens. You should not write 30. 30 means what? 3 tens. 30 means 3 tens. So tens place we have 3. Correct? 30 means 3 tens. So in the tens place you should write 3. 9 means 9 ones. So in the ones place you should write 9. Then decimal point. 4 by 100. That means in the hundreds place there is 4. In the hundreds. Yeah. So that means in the tens place there's nothing given. So add a 0 there. Hundreds place 4 and thousands place 8. So this is the correct answer. All right, 39.048, which is that C. C is the correct option. Done. Yeah, and the space management is very important. You should know to, when you see that there's so much to write, you must manage the space. So that you should learn. Okay. Yeah, you write whatever short form you want to write, you write. Okay. So when you look at the board, you should gauge. When you see that content, you must be able to gauge like from where to start, how to write. That's very important. Yeah, done. Okay. Next is fill in the blanks. Okay, very good, very good. Very good. Both of you good. Yeah, you have managed the space also correctly. Very good. Yes, children, fill in the blanks. Decimal 16.25 is equal to the fraction. Now, Navneet will answer this. How will you convert 16.25 to a fraction? No. By 100. Very good. So 1625. So she simply remove the decimal point. Take away the decimal point. Write the digits without the decimal point. 1625. Okay. Divided by 100, because after the decimal point there are two digits. So it will be by 100. By 100. 16.25 is equal to. So write the number in the numerator. You should write the number without the decimal point. 1625. And divided by, it will be divided by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. Now, after the decimal point, 25, there are two digits. So, 1 followed by two zeros, 100. Now, you should not leave it like this. 1 minute. You must reduce this. You must simplify this. You should not leave it like this. Now, simplify. See, if you know the tables of 25, we can do it in 25. Otherwise, we'll do in 5 first. So, 5 threes are, do you know this division? 5 threes are 15. 1 is the remainder. Do you know how to do that? We should, okay, see, I'll tell you now. You should do it like this. So first strike it and then 5 threes are 5 threes are 15. So 3 are. What's the remainder? 1 is the remainder. 16 is here. So 1 is the remainder. Fix the remainder 1 here. So this is 12. 5 2s are 10. 2 is the remainder. Fix the 2 here. 25. 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 10. 0. Correct? Yeah. Now again divide by 5. 5 6 are 30. 2 is the remainder. Correct? 5 5s are. Then here 5 4s are. So it is equal to 65 by 4. 65 by 4. So decimal 16.25 is equal to the fraction 65 by 4. Okay? Right. Finished? Darling, where's the question, darling? You didn't write the question, no? You didn't write the question? Yeah, you forgot to write the question. Very good. Write the question. No, that's the question. No, you should not answer that. You should write the statement again and answer. Yes, Nandi, please copy the question. Put a dash. Not there, darling. Insert it. Just insert the question there. Write the question number and insert it there. Ah, good. Yeah. Last 20 minutes, I'll give you a test, okay? Last 15 minutes, I'll give you a test. Now it's 8:30. Ready? Okay. Now, 300ths plus 3/10ths is equal to the decimal number. So we should write the place value chart. Oh, no, one, let's not, we'll do, we'll follow the procedure. Okay. So the whole number part is not there. Okay. So decimal point, 1/10ths or tenths, hundreds, thousands. All right. So in the tens place, what do you have? Nothing. In the in the tens place, there's 3. 3. The hundreds place? 3. So I don't have to write this thousands at all. This is not needed then. So what's the number? 0.33. 0.33. So how do you write the number? First, write the place value chart. Okay. Here you have what? Ones, no? Ones. Decimal point. Then tens. 1 minute. Let me write it again. Solution. Okay. Ones, decimal point, tens, and hundreds. You should write 100 and then THS. So in ones place, nothing is there. So 0 point. Tens, 3. Hundreds, 3. So the decimal number is 0.3. Yeah, right. Why don't you look? Very good. Forgot to write the question only. You forgot to write the question? No problem. We make mistakes and then learn. It's okay. You should not feel bad when you make a mistake. We all learn by making mistakes. Done. Yeah. So tell me the place value chart. Ones, decimal point, tens,
hundreds,
hundreds,
thousands, tens, hundreds, thousands.
then 2,
1, 1,
0, 0,
0, 1, 3.
3. So that's it. That's all. So the this expression, this is called an expression. This one is called an expression. Which one? This one is called an expression. Expression. It's a numerical expression because it's made up of numbers. It's made up of numbers. So it's a numerical expression. All right. So this numerical expression is equal to the decimal number 2.013. All right. Right on. Done, children? Yeah. The fractional number corresponding to fractional number, not decimal number, fractional number corresponding to. First, we have to write the decimal number, then convert that to a fraction. You cannot directly write the fraction. Okay. So, solution. Tens, ones, tens, hundreds. Okay, so let's write tens, ones, decimal point, tens, hundreds, THs. Right? So now
9 tens,
9,
5 3 tens, 3.37 hundreds.
okay, so what's the decimal number? 95.37. Now convert this to a fraction. So it will be, last time we told it right. Now let him try. Yeah.
Yeah, so 9,537 by 500.
You're not sure or you're sure? How many digits are there after the decimal point?
2. So 100 is correct.
Correct, 100 is correct. Is he right? Yeah, he's right. Now, do you think this can be simplified?
Can't.
Okay, I'll tell you like how to make out. Now, 100 you can simplify by 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Can you simplify the numerator by 2? Why? Very good, because it does not end with an even digit. The last digit, the digit in the ones place must be 0. That's a test of divisibility for 2. You're right, Avinish. You're right. So the ones digit should be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. The ones digit should be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Only then the number is divisible by 2. But since it ends with 7, the number is not divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 5? 9537, is it divisible by 5? What's the reason?
Because of it's 5 or 0.
Yeah, if the number should be divisible by 5, the ones digit should be 0 or 5. But this is 7. So 9537 is not divisible by 2. It's not divisible by 5 also. 100 you can divide by 2 and 5. Correct. But the numerator is not divisible by 2 and 5. So that means you cannot simplify it further. That's all. This is only the simplest form. This is only the simplest form. All right. This is the answer, right? Sorry? Oh, yeah, it's time. Thanks for reminding. Very good. Then the meet. Yeah. I don't get it. You're in a hurry, darling. You didn't write the answer. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We have one more in fill in the blanks. So we'll just finish this and then start the test. All right. The expanded form of 2.06 is.
So is one space, two ones, decimal point, 0 tenths, and 6.
Okay. Now I'll just change the number. This is very small. Okay. So I'll just give you a different number. Let me say 375 point 098 and 3. Okay, so how do we write this?
Hundreds,
So
not 300s.
solution. Okay. 375.0983 is equal to.
300.
Should we write that or write 3 into 100? 3 into 100 plus
plus
7 into 10
plus
plus
5 into 1 plus 0 into 1 by 10 9 by 2 1 by 100 8 into 1 by 1000 and 3 plus 3 into 1 by 10,000.
correct. Now next step. You should put the equal below this equal to sign. You should put the equal to sign. Now what is 3 into 100?
300 plus 70 plus 5 decimal. So,
0 into 1 by 10 is 0. So leave it. Or you can put write 0. 0 into 1 by 10 is 0. Plus. Then.
No. 0 by 10 you can't write it like that. So you need to just write 0.
That we already finished. Where are you? 0 into 1 by 10 is 0. We already finished that.
9 by 100.
This is 9 by 100.
9 by 100. 8 by 1000 plus 8 by 1000 and plus 16 by 10,000.
Very good. Because 9 into 1, 9. 9 by 100. Then 8 into 1, 8 by 1000. 3 into 1, 3 by 10,000. Okay. Yeah, right. This is the expanded form. Okay, I'll give you a puzzle. Let me see if you can solve the puzzle. Okay? Not a puzzle to do, puzzle to work. Complete this fast. Finish writing. Good. The equal to sign should come below the equal to sign. Very good. Yeah. You forget to write the question always, darling. You always forget to write the question. Why? You should learn to write the question, darling. Write the question fast. There's place above. Yeah, write the question there. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one thing. One. All right. All right. Now, I'll do it. You tell me the answer and I'll. Yeah. So, we are going to solve a crossword puzzle. Some clues are given to us. See here. If a whole is divided into 10 equal parts, okay, say a long chocolate, you divide that into 10 equal parts, then each part is dash of a unit. Is no. If one whole is divided into 10 equal parts, then each part, what will you call each part? Each part is called 1/10 of a unit. 1/10. Each one is called 1/10 because you're dividing it into 10 equal parts. So each one is 1/10. Each one is 1/10. Then decimal numbers having same number of decimal places are called like decimals. Correct? Like decimals are called like decimals. All decimals can be represented on a all decimals can be represented on a. Tell me the correct answer. No. All decimals can also be, all decimals can. It ends with, it has two words. That one has two words. The second word is line. Some line it is called. Number line. Number line. All decimals can also be represented on a number line. All right, number line. So like this, yeah, this is the number line. 0. Yeah, -1, -2. Correct? Very good, very good. So, okay. If a whole is divided into 10 equal parts, 100 equal parts. Okay, if it's given to 100 equal parts, then each part is called dash of a unit. 100. 100 or 100th? 100. THS Varma, THS Varada. Varu. 1/100th. 100th of a unit. 100th. Every decimal has two parts. Okay, now see, when you take a decimal number, now for example, 25.96. This is called the whole number part. And this is called the whole number part. This is called the whole number part. And this is called the decimal part. This is called the decimal part. Okay. So every decimal has two parts. Whole number part and decimal part. And decimal part. Decimal part. Okay. Then if a whole is divided into 1,000 equal parts, then each part is called 1,000th. Okay. Once, say the answer only once, not so many times. 1,000th. Thousands. Okay, sir. 2 minutes. Okay. Then the numbers which contain decimal point are called dash. Decimal numbers are called decimal numbers. The numbers written in decimal form are called. The numbers written in decimal form are called. Decimals. Decimals. Now, do you all know how to fill these answers in the puzzle?
Yeah.
Down and across? You know? Okay. Now it's actually, okay, I'll do one thing. If I share this picture on WhatsApp with you, on WhatsApp, you can actually use a pen and write. Is it easy or difficult? No, that will be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one thing. Next class, I'll get a Xerox of this one. So we'll fill it in the class. I'll make a Xerox of this one. This puzzle alone, I'll make a Xerox and get it to the next class. Now we saw the answers, but it's fun to fill it in the puzzle actually. The next class will fill it. In future, what I'll do when it's a puzzle, I'll get a Xerox copy so that we can actually fill it in that. Okay. Okay. So now one test you do. Okay, you understood the answers to the puzzles here? Sorry, not puzzle, to the questions here. Yeah. Give you a simple question for test. Yeah, do this one. This is a test. I don't want the steps and all that. It's time. I don't want steps and all that. Just tell me the answer. Oh no, don't tell me anything. Huh? Just work it and give me the final answer. First, write on the question. Write test. Test and write the question. Okay, test one. Okay. Write the question. Don't write short answer type question. Don't write all that. Just write the question. The sum of two numbers is 100. Two numbers, not number. The sum of two numbers is 100. If one of them is 78.01, find the other number. Now, supposing I say, Avanish, the sum of two numbers is 10. If one number is 2, what is the other number? The sum of two numbers is 10. If one number is 2, what's the other number?
8.
How did you get that answer? 10 minus 2, 8. Navneet.
Yeah.
The sum of two numbers is 15. If one number is 3, what is the other number?
12.
12. How did you get that?
Ah,
15 minus 3, 12.
15 minus
That's what you'll have to do here also. The answer is 100 minus 78.01. Should just subtract because sum of two numbers is given and one number is 78.01. So the other number will be, you should subtract 100 minus 78.01. Do it, subtract and tell me the answer. Got it? What's your answer?
21.99.
Correct. 21.99 is the other one. Very good. Sit down, sit down.
I don't know this. 78.01 and that was not like that. Yeah, 21.
Got it? So how do you do it? 100 minus 78.21.9. Understood? Therefore, the other number is 21.99. Correct? Very good. All done. See you tomorrow. I'll text the time. Okay. Do you have any other class tomorrow? One minute. I'll just stop the recording.